is we're going to actually do the problem-based questions. By problem-based, I mean these are some assignment questions which I'm going to solve, so you understand how to solve problem-based questions. Right. Now, starting with the category A, in this category that you will have questions about variable, input, output, arithmetic operators, no loops, no if else, right? The first category. Only you need to do plus, minus, and those things, okay? So each question is based on a problem. So if I start with the first question, I look at it that there's a factory supervisor who needs to quickly determine total production over multiple shifts. So maybe he has a multiple shifts is running, and he need to know how many production is there. If you manually calculate it, the production data may change in efficiently and may lead to some errors or whatever. So better to make a small program. It's a very small program. It takes a number, right? And then that asks the user that what you produce in one shift. And if it is if he did the 10 shifts, for example, I put here deliberately 10 shifts, right? It will just multiply that with 10 and give him what was the total production. And the same thing we do on the calculator as well, right? So when, for example, somebody asks you on the calculator if you produce let's say 8 units in one shift, how many units will do it in 10 shift? 8 multiplied by 10. That's what we do in the calculator. The same question. It's not rocket science. It's the easiest question in the world. So here we are. I'm gonna start with the first question, and I hate when the Tony doesn't come up, immediately. And I have Tony here. Yeah, sometimes Tony is just crazy. Yeah, here is the Tony. Yeah. Okay. So best is when you solve the question, you do the step by step. So if you have a step, it's very easy to solve the question. So I would say when you solve the question, copy the steps first. First, copy whatever the problem you are given. So there is a problem on top, right? I already have written the solution steps. So in the future, if you ever face a situation, you have a problem, first thing you do is to solve it, write the steps. So here are the steps for this question. And what I'm going to do is I copy there so that we can do step by step and we can get rid of every step once we've done it. What is the first step says? Accept number of components produced in one shift as input. What I'm saying is accept number of shifts, number of components, right, done in one shift. So I say I don't have to write a fancy username. I just say C, okay, as a component input, right? Enter, and then I can just copy this. Enter the number of component produced in one shift, right? I cut this and I paste it here, and that becomes my message, right? And all I'm asking is enter number of inputs as a single number of number of components produced in a single shift, right? And yes, Abdulaziz, go ahead. You ask me.
Doctor, in the exam, he will give me the solution.
Yeah, this solution step will be there. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is done, right? What is the second one? Second one is calculate the total number of components produced in 10 shifts. So maybe in the exam I say 15 shifts, right? Or 10 shifts. So what you have to do is, now you got the input, because you wanna multiply it, so you can say total is equal to, it's 10 shifts, right? 10 times C you got the input, but you're gonna convert it to integer, right? Because that is gonna take it into string, okay? So you're gonna convert it into integer, and all you do is this is done. You calculated already total number of component produced in 10 shifts, right? And the last one says display the production clearly. Display is easy, right? Only you have to do is print, and that's it. Print, and you are done. See, there is nothing, and then I get rid of this. There's nothing fancy in this. All you have to do is step by step, you follow the lead, and in black and white, and you are done. So here you enter the shifts. Let's say you say I did produce 8 components, and you have to print total, not you have to print total, not C, right? C is a single shift, right? So you multiply with 10 because there are 10 shifts. So you print the total. That's it. So I do it again. 8 times 10, 80. That's the answer. And that's it. Nothing less, nothing more. This is how the one question is done. Let's move on to the second question. Then we do exactly same for the second question as well, right? We click the second question here. Tony, where is the Tony? Alright, here's the Tony in front of me. This is the question I'm looking for. Second question, I have another problem, right? And then there are solutions for the problem. It's a during a training program, a technician completes same number of training hours every day. Keeping a running total manually is time consuming. Like every day he does the same number of hours. So he doesn't know how many he does in 10 days. You know what? Exactly same question. People who think, oh, this is different, this is difficult, they're crazy. I'll prove that it's exactly same question by copying this on the same question and changing the bare minimum. Changing the bare minimum. Look at this. Last question you had here, right? This one. If I copy this question on top, and I'll tell you how you can get the same results with by changing the bare minimum. Look at this. Accept the number of training hours completed in one day. Here we're saying number of component produced in one shift, right? Same thing is asking you to do there. All you have to do is change nothing but the message. You see here? Only messages change like this. Same question. Accept the number of training hours completing in training hours completed in one day. One day, right? In one day. Yeah. As input. That's what exactly I asked in the last question. And then calculate the number of training hours completing in 10 days. It was the 10 days in the last question as well. I don't have to change anything here. That's a total and that's it. And display the final total, which I'm doing already here. I'm multiplying with 10 same way as I did in the last question and displaying the total. But if in the exam, if somebody asks you to do 15 days, what will you do? You'll multiply, instead of 10 days, you'll multiply by 15 and you'll get exactly what is in the 15 days, right? That's the change could be there. And when you run it, that's it. Okay, I produce maybe 12 hours in a day. In 15 days, I have 180 hours. If it is 10 days, I'll multiply with 10. That's it. And that would be 12 multiplied by 10 is 120 days. Is there any difference? Isn't it the same question there? Actually, there's a difference between the guy who reads and who doesn't read. Okay? Unfortunately, if you don't read, you never get it. Right? Let's go to the third and see how different that is from the old questions. The third question here is during a safety inspection, report requires the first and the last inspection zone numbers. For example, there is a guy who is doing the safety inspection. Okay? And the zones are maybe in a sequence, right? Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe he starts the inspection from third zone and he's supposed to go in a sequence. So you ask him what was the first zone he started and what is the last zone he started. And that's it. And do what then? Do what? Display both clearly. That's it. I mean, could it be easier than that? Input first zone, input last zone, display both. I mean, you don't need any calculation. So we get rid of the calculation then, huh? We get rid of the calculation, right? Display first zone, display last zone. Okay, maybe I'll stick to my plan, right? My plan is copy the steps and then do the programming, right? Copy the steps and then do the programming. Here we go. Copy the steps and then do the programming. Store the first and the last. So what is the problem? Try and understand the problem. There's a guy who is going to start his inspection from a zone. So ask him which zone he's starting. Or maybe he says 7. What is the last zone? 10. So how many zones you did? 10. 3. Okay. Here I say number 1, zone 1 and 10 in a variable. I may say here start from zone 5 and go to zone 10. He could do that, right? Okay. So store the first and last zone numbers like this. 5 or 10 or whatever he says. He could say anything. You don't have to worry about it, right? So What you do is you don't worry about this 1 and 10 because you can just say enter the first zone. Okay, enter the first zone, enter the first zone you started. Okay, that's it. And then you can call it A, then you call it B, the last zone, right? Input, enter the last zone. It's not a multiplication, it's just a input and display question. Enter the last zone and do what then? Just print first and last zone. And you could do it here by simply saying the first zone equal comma A, comma the last zone equal comma B, and that's it. Do not use the loop, please. All right, that's what I even explicitly said there. And if I print this, first zone 4, last zone 10, and that's it. The first zone 4 and last zone 10. There's no fancy stuff in it. If you are looking for, if you confuse yourself, you don't follow instruction in black and white, you will get confused. And trust me, there's nothing more in this question. Go ahead. Somebody raise a question. Sorry, raise a hand.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah.
I have a question. What does it mean not to use loops?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just to confuse you, right? Do not use the loop. Do not use the loop. Don't use the loop. I mean, some people think, oh, I have to display all the zone in between 1 and 10. No, you just have to take two numbers and display it. Do not use the loop. I'll remove it in the question. Okay?
By loop here, by loop here, does it mean like the zones between 1 and 10? That's the loop?
Yeah, that's a loop. If you have to display all the zone, that's a... So you just have to display the first and last one.
Okay.
It says display both the values clearly. Do not use the loop and print everything. Just display both. Maybe in the exam I'll remove this. Do not use the loop. Okay. Next one is electrical device consume the same amount of energy each day. Estimating a long-term energy consumption manually is inefficient because you can't know how many it will produce in 1 day, 10 days, 100 days. I tell you what, it's exactly same question which we did first time. So I'm going to go back to the first time question, all right? Okay, so how many questions are similar? At least
4, Doctor.
3. At least 3. So far what we did. Okay. Oh damn, I can't find that question, but it's okay, we can write it again. It's the same question we did the first and second question. Third was slightly different, right? The fourth is exactly same what we did previously. So you copy the solution steps, all right? Like this. And you paste it here. So what is the first one? Accept the daily consumption unit as input, right? What that would be? And you say A is equal to, you can call it C as well, consumption, right? But if you like A, that's fine by me. Input, daily consumption unit, right? Enter what? Enter daily consumption unit. Enter daily energy consumption.
Doctor, should I write enter or I can just copy and paste and I write in input and bracket and daily energy combustion?
Yeah, you can just say daily energy consumption. Enter is more like you're telling him what to do, right? Because
but if I write delay energy combustion is right.
For us only.
Thank you, Doctor.
That's a special privilege you have for us there. I will not cut marks if you just say daily consumption because we agreed on, you meant enter, but it's okay, fine. If you don't do that, save some carbon footprints, make the world better place. I'm absolutely fine with that. You know, less typing, less carbon footprints. You will consume less energy. You'll stay healthy, live longer. You want me to continue with the benefits? I think you're happy with that, right? So let's leave it with that. Yeah, you can do that for a short answer. A is equal to this. B, okay, so what, this is done for us, right? This one. Yes? Done?
Yes, doctor, yes.
Okay. What is the next one? Calculate the total energy consumed over 100 days. 100 days. If you have entered daily energy consumption, what is the formula for 100 days then? Total would be what? Daily.
A multiplied by
divided by
multiply by 10,
multiply.
100.
Who was that divided by?
How I know if it's divided or multiplied?
Fahad, are you, tell me again, which kind of engineer are you? Is it like a production or civil?
No, production.
I'm not gonna go to your factory, man. I'm not buying anything from your factory. If you listen, Farhad, if you produce the old-fashioned, the grade 6 questions like Fahad ate one candy daily. How many candies Fahad eats in 100 days? What would you say?
Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear
Fahad
you.
ate, alright, let's say, I'll give you 2 candies. Fahad ate 2 candies daily. How many candies Fahad will eat in 100 days?
Yeah, 2 times 100.
Okay, let me say this again. 2 energy.
Yes. I got the point.
Otherwise, I would have probably fed you more, Fahad, but it's good that you cut the point. All right, here we go. Print total. Okay, that's it. That's what he's asking you to do, right? Total. And it's good to put there total what? Total energy consumption in 100 days, right? You can even say this message here. Like, okay, you can say total energy consumption in 100 days. You can say that because that's what he's asking you, right? Yeah, and the rest you delete like this, and we are done here. And by the way, here you may have to convert it to integer. You know why? Because it's a string. Remember, for us, what does input do? Take as a string. So you have to
Yes, doctor.
convert
With
it to
quotation.
integer, right? Here we go.
No, input with quotation. Integer, no quotation.
Yeah, exactly. And here we have to put a comma, right, between this message and this. And
We still have problem in the print integer. Say energy.
No. Oh yeah, it's okay. You know what I meant, right? So 2 unit, 200. Okay, and we can misspell energy. I told you I didn't go to private school, so it's okay. You can forgive me for misspelling. Okay, are we good?
Thank you.
Doctor,
But
Yo.
Doctor, I
doctor,
have
in
one
the
question,
quiz,
doctor.
One question at a time. Who is that?
Okay, let's
Doctor,
try
why
this.
we don't write input and A and multiply int 100? I can this or no?
Why we don't write what?
Input and no, the second in the line 2.
Yeah.
Total input
No,
A,
input is there in A.
quotation.
We're taking the input already in A.
Yes, and doctor, you take this line 2 total input A and multiply int 100. I can this or no?
You can't say input here because you're saying input there. One thing you can do is you can put the integer there like this. You can convert the input into integer on top. Then you don't have to convert it here. And if you want to get rid of this, oh, you mean this. You lazy Forrest. Look at that, what Forrest came up with. You know, the best guy to solve a problem quicker is the lazy guy because he'll find a shortcut. Forrest, that's what you meant.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, this is gonna work for us, strangely. Look at this. 2 and 100 days. Guys, you should thank
Yes.
Forrest. He saved you one more line. But you
Okay,
confused some
doctor,
people.
I have a question.
Yeah, just
Can you write only print total in the quiz, or you'll have to define the...
say what total is about. Huh? What goes in that?
So you can't only write print total.
You can do that, but why not to just say what it is?
Because maybe I will forget comma or something, you know.
You don't take a risk, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
how
I can,
about,
you will have to
I'll tell you that. Just listen. whenever you do the print, Fahad,
Yes.
okay, let me do this. What was the thing? Note here. Listen, whenever you do the print, okay,
Yes.
if you put the variable only, it will print the variable only without a message. Okay?
Yes.
But if you want to display with the value some message, all you have to do is put the quotation around a message, and whatever message you put between the quotation, right, will be displayed as it is. And then between the message and the variable, you just don't forget to put the comma. Okay, and then the message will be displayed like this: the total energy consumption in 100 days, because that's what exactly you put within the quotation here, right? And that's why it's displayed there. And
Yeah, I know it's better,
the
but
comma,
even so, if
yeah,
I
the
will write
comma,
print,
the comma will give a space, and it's important to put a comma. Without that, you get an error. Okay, and then the value of the variable that you put after the comma, right? So now that is the easiest instructions that you should know as a programmer. With the print command, you can do that. And let me ask Forrest this. Forrest, did you get that?
Yes, doctor. When I put comma, because I make space between the line 1 and line 2.
Yeah.
but my question is, doctor, if I write print total, you will not deduct something, yeah?
His point is, guys, if it does that, and
Because it is the same answer.
yeah, I know. So if you say I consume daily energy like say 3 and 300, will I deduct the marks or not? I'll go back to the question. And I'll see what I said. Accept daily energy consumption as input. Are you doing that? Yes. You are. Okay. Then what next? Second thing, calculate the total energy consumed by 100, which you did, right?
Yes.
Yeah, total, right? The third thing I said, display the total energy consumption. I did not say to display any message with it. Okay, so
Yes.
I will not cut the marks. Yes, you can do that, but it is nice to give a right message, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Doctor,
Yeah.
doctor.
Yes.
So the first step of is accept daily energy consumption. If he say create a variable, so I will cancel the first line and the 20.
Yeah. Who was that? That's very intelligent thing to say.
Yes.
Yasser, absolutely right. If I say create a variable and save in it, then this answer is wrong, Yasser. But then you have to do is create a variable, right? You can't do that anymore, because you have to create a variable a and save into it, and then you say total is equal to total is equal to a times 100. You are absolutely right, Yasser. A times 100, because here. Then you have to do this, because I'm asking you to do that. I'm asking you to create a variable and save the value in it, and then you multiply, then you can do this thing, right? Like this, and it works just like the other one. Do you have any more questions, Yasser?
No, this my.
But it was a good thing you pointed out there, because at the end of the day, what we are supposed to do is follow instructions in the program, right? No emotions, no judgment. It's all what in black and white. That's what the programming is about. It's like math. You can't really, if say plus 2 plus 2 is 4, it's never 5, it's never 3, it's always 4. So that's what the programming is. Whatever is written, you're supposed to actually follow it line by line. Okay, so let's see if you could do the same thing in question 5 or not. All right. Right. I'm gonna copy that. Okay, I'm gonna copy that solution, and I'm going to put it here on top of it, right? This was the question number 4, but let's see what question number 5 is saying. Question number 5 is saying, solution, write a Python program that accepts the numbers of a session attended out of 100. So if you want to convert that into, it's an input, right? So I will say, I'll tell the user simply like this: copy, paste with a message, and I'll say enter, instead of accept is U, right? So I'm saying enter the number of sessions, a session attended out of 100. That's it. And then I'm done with that part, right? Then the next part is calculate the number of session missed. Now that's gonna be again for us, and after that, who wanna take part in this with me? It's dry run. Beside Faraz. Because he's only one camera on. I think
What, doctor?
okay, Faraz. If Faraz, I ask you to enter number of, accept the number of session attended out of 120, okay? And you enter, let's say you enter 10, okay? When I run
Okay,
this,
doctor.
when I run this, you enter 10. And then I ask, calculate the number of session missed. So how many you missed, Faraz?
I missed a lot of, doctor. Yes.
Let me, yeah, you, now,
Doctor,
go ahead.
You want number 10 of 120. Yes?
Yeah, you attend, oh, exactly, you missed a lot, isn't it? You only attended 10 out of 120. So how many you missed?
Yes. 110.
Perfect. So that's what you did, isn't it? That's what you have to do. So how did you calculate the same thing you need to do here? B is number of session you missed, which is 120 minus A. And that will give you the number of session you missed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now the B carries the number of session you missed because you minus it 120. So number of session you attended is A and number of session missed is B. Why? Because you minus attended from the missed one, 120, right? 120 minus attended is missed one. Third one is
Yes.
calculate the attendance and absence percentage. I mean, what?
Calculate the attendance, you can write C equal A.
Yes, so you can say percentage. So now attended is A, missed is B. So what percentage you attended and what percentage you missed, right? So percentage A, which means percentage attended, right, is, I can say percentage attended is, how do you calculate a percentage? If there are 120 total sessions, okay,
Divide, doctor.
divided by what?
100.
By 100 times the number you attended?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
number,
doctor.
uh,
It's the number of divide by number of total and multiply by 100.
Same, doctor.
so you attended A, divide by number of total 120 and multiply by 100. So that is your percentage, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we can print this percentage and see if it's right. Session percentage attended, percentage of attend. That's what he's saying. Display all results clearly, right? All results. All results mean number of session. Yeah, results. Percentage. You need to just display the percentage, all right? That's it. Percentage attended session attended is equal to PA, right, comma. And you can also say here number of sessions attended. Okay, you can say print number of session attended or which one are those? A, right? A is number of session attended, percentage of attended is PA, right? And then you can print, similarly you can calculate actually percentage of missed, PB, right? Percentage of B. So that would be B divided by 120 multiplied by 100. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to print the same thing again. Number of sessions missed, right? And that would be B, simply B. And then I say percentage of session missed percentage percentage of session missed. Oh, you can say session missed or missed, it's okay. PB. Okay, and that's it. These are all results, right? Attended, missed, percentage of attended, percentage of missed, and you
yeah,
already.
but doctor, he didn't ask about number of sessions attended.
He did that on top. Look at that. A is equal to input, enter the number of session attended. That's where the whole thing started, because that's the first
Yeah,
thing.
but he said calculate the number of sessions missed and calculates attendance and absence percentage.
Yeah. So if you look at this, if you and it's a Fahad, right?
No, Fahad, yes.
Yeah, Fahad. Accept the number of sessions attended out of 100. That's what he asked you to do, and you said enter the number of session attended out of 120. Now that job is done. All right. Next thing it says calculate the number of session missed. So you just calculated here. If you attended, let's say whatever, if you have to calculate the miss, because there are total 120 and you have to minus that from 120, and that's missed.
Doctor,
Okay,
if I put, Doctor, if I put 120 minus 120, I can.
Let me put this in such a way that it relates to you. Right?
But doctor, I remember that there is another way to do the percentage.
Forget about percentage right now. Let's do the calculation first, right? This is the whole question in front of you, right in front of you. Let's forget about the percentage for a minute. Let me ask you this question one by one. You see the question on top, right?
Yes,
The
doctor,
solution
yes,
is at the
yes.
bottom. So let me ask you, imagine this is about your class, okay? And imagine you have 120 days in the class, okay? And ask you, accept the number of session attended. So if I ask you, Fahad, enter the number of session attended out of 120, and you enter, let's say, 30. So that is the number of session you attended, right? That's your attendance. Out of
Yes,
what?
yes,
Out of
yes.
what? 120.
Yes.
Okay? And if you want to find out how many you missed, what will you do?
You will minus the total by the A.
From which?
You will minus the total from the number of sessions attended to get the missed one.
Yeah. So you have 120 total sessions, and you will minus the A. And you already got, and that's what he's asking you, calculate the number of session missed. Now,
Yeah, this okay. Yeah.
this is okay, right? Now let's come to the third one. Calculate the attendance and absent percentage. This is just the percentage
here,
formula.
Here, doctor.
Yeah.
Here.
Hold
I
on.
remember that there is another
Just
way
hold
to
on there.
do-
Don't just let me finish, and then you talk. Calculate. This is this task is done. This task is done. Now what is left is calculate attendance and absent percentage, and then display all the results, which means display number of attended, number of missed, and percentage attended and percentage missed. Now you need to just calculate the percentage. So percentage attended is equal to A divided by total number multiplied by 100. And percentage,
Yes.
that's the percentage formula. And then you need to display all these results, and let's see if this is correct or not, and then I'll come back to you, all right? And I'll let you ask another question. Let's first see if it's correct or not.
Okay.
Let's say you have a total 120 and you attend 60. Okay. Now, if you attended 60, you missed 60, your percentage attended is 50%, missed 50%, and it's all correct. I deliberately put 60 so you know what is the percentage, all right? If I put 80, attended 80, look at this, 80, your total number of attended session is 80, percentage you attended is 66%, you missed 40, and percentage of missed is 33%. It's all correct. There's no mistake in the formula, there's no mistake anywhere. Hence,
Doctor,
this
can I
is
use
concluded.
120?
Huh?
Can I use the number B equal 120 minus 120? I get 0 here. No problem.
P equal 120 minus 120. Yes, if the user
Yes.
enter, if the user enter 120 session missed, which means he attended 0.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. So here, number total of session attended 120, missed 0, so 0% missed.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, this is the
Oh.
basic mathematics, right? Anybody else has a question?
Doctor,
Yeah,
how can I calculate this in the exam?
the way I calculated it. In the exam, you have to just do what, you don't have to run this. This is I'm running for you, right? You just need to remember. You just need to remember what is the percentage formula. You need, this is your engineer.
Yes, but I don't need to put the output.
No, because you can't run the output. You don't need to put the output. No.
Oh, okay.
You just do the question. That's it. All right. Are we good? Let's do the last question then. And we are within 1 hour. That's good news. That's good news. Right. The final question, which is question number 6. What it says is that engineers frequently need to calculate the electric charge delivered by a power supply. You know, as an electrical engineer, you have to look at the charges delivered by the power supply. Repeating this calculation manually is inefficient. And so write a Python. That's why you write a Python program that accepts
Yes.
the. Now let's do this again, same way, guys. Same way, which means black and white. Follow the instructions. No emotions. No judgment. Just read it, do it, right? This is what you're gonna do in the exam. You're gonna read it, you're gonna do it. You're not gonna judge it, you're not gonna get emotional about it, all right? Can you do that for me? Just one person has to say yes and I can move on, otherwise I won't. Can you do that for me?
Yes, Doctor, we can.
Thank you so
But
much.
Doctor, can I take my laptop and I am back?
Can I take my laptop and you're gonna be back?
Yes, 1 minute.
No worries, okay. Let's do this one by one. Write a Python program. Does what? Can I get rid of the old question here? Yeah, I'll get rid of the old question. Accept the current in amperes as input, right? So what I'll do is I'll copy this, okay? And I will say you gonna accept the current, right? You can even write it as a current, no problem. Current equal to like this, and then you say input. You wrap around input around it, right? And just say here like this and like this, right? Just say, and instead of accept you say enter the current in amperes, and just to bit of housekeeping there.
Can I do it, Doctor?
Sorry?
Can I do it with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, after put first of all quotation or.
I did that already. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then you write C any value equal current times 10. But you write eval here, so you don't need to write int there.
Perfect. I write here eval. I absolutely agree with you. Well done. You remember our last lecture. I'm very happy about it.
And
Okay.
then any value equal.
Let's fix. What are we fixing? What are we putting? Calculate the total electricity charges using this.
Doctor, why we use even?
Huh?
Why we use even here? Current even input.
Okay. Eval because did you attend the last lecture?
Can I explain it to him, Doctor?
Go ahead.
What language?
In Arabic.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
فارس eval هي نفس input بس أفضل لأنها تقبل float تقبل integer. eval هي نفسها اللي int عرفتها؟
اللي هي انت اي ان تي اللي هي حق
اللي تحولها
مع
integer.
الارقام صح؟ اللي تاخذها مع الارقام صح؟
ايوه
الأرقام
بالضبط هي نفسها.
حلو
بس الفرق انها تاخذ فلوت وانتجر. الفلوت هو لما تكون مثلا 15.7 هذه ما
حلو.
تعتبر انتجر، عرفت؟
ايه فهمت عليه. يعني يقدر يحذف الحين الانبوت دي ولا لازم يكون موجود؟
لا هذه انبوت شيء ثاني، هذه انبوت تكتب فيها السؤال.
حلو فهمت عليك. وبعدين
عرفت.
ايفال يعني يقبل الاثنين.
يقبل كفلوت وكانتجر. عرفت؟
طيب انا كيف اعرف السؤال ده يبغى ايفال؟ هذا بس الكلام.
هو غالبا يقبل انتجر. دكتور anytime you need integer you can write eval.
Yeah, you can.
اي
أوكي،
مره
خلاص.
تكتب INT اكتب يمديك مكانها تكتب eval. عرفت؟
اوكي دكتور، اوكي نو بروبلم.
So you can always use eval
Eval
for
instead
integer and
of
float,
int.
no problem. And I believe that's what Fahad said in Arabic as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So doctor, now you write charge equal.
Yeah. No. We need to still use the fixed duration of 10 hours. So time
yeah,
is
write charge equal current
charge
times
equal current times 10 because it's a fixed time, isn't it? Right? Okay.
Yeah.
And that it just give you the total formula, right? This is give you the formula, total charge,
Yeah.
right? And then display the charge. That's it, right?
Print charge.
Print charge. And I know Fahad likes to do this like this, right? That's it.
Yes.
But okay, I will
To
do it.
avoid mistakes.
Errors. I know. This is cheeky, isn't it? Okay, here we go. So we say here current in pairs is input the enter current in amperes,
5.
let's say 5, and the charge is 50. So, but I like to say charge is 50, right?
Yes, it's way better, but
Charge is 50. Yeah, but you just have to remember to put a comma here, and that's why you.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Charge is 50. Perfect. So we are
Doctor.
done with the last question, which in this category,
Doctor,
which is this one. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Go back to Tony, please.
Yeah, here we
If
go.
I don't write charges, is that okay?
Yeah, we agreed. You don't have to write charges. You can display it, but guys, this is more beautiful, isn't it? When you say what it is, right? All you have to remember is put a quotation around it, whatever you say, right? Put a quotation around it like this, and that's it. And with a comma, you have to remember to put a quotation and comma and the variable name. This looks better. This looks better. Yeah. But if you remove this, it'll just say 50. But I don't know what 50 is, right? So yeah, you can do that. I won't mark it, but it make me feel sad. You know. Do you want to
so
make me
doctor,
sad?
today we will do the first 12, yeah?
Huh?
We'll do today the first 12.
Yeah. Are we good with that?
Yeah.